What an absolute horrible day. And I am in the worst mood that I think I've ever been in. So I can only imagine that this video is going to be insanely positive. All right, let's start this crap show. Here we go, folks. Oh, I am tired. I'm exhausted. And I just got to keep making videos. Got to keep making them. For the memes, man. For the memes. Watched another dude do a playthrough of this game. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does this many planes. Like, this dude had maybe 8 of these, and then like 7 of the bigger ones. And he did like one company. Like, he did one contract with like one company, and then everybody else was on-demand flights. So I guess I'm just an idiot for thinking that. I guess I'm just an idiot for thinking that like the contracts is the way to go. New airlines. Pan Am. Oh man, I would love to sign Pan Am. That would be so cool. I would love to have Pan Am. Nobody else is here. How do I I'm not doing any of these guys. Is there any way I can like I guess I can sign them. There's TWA. I'm not doing anything with TWA. It sucks. Look at that, $2,000. Why do I always pick the wrong thing? I got these guys. It's $600 a piece. Can I even do those? I can. Maybe I should kick these guys out. $400. What was I thinking? Look at these planes. $600. $400. I'm a pauper is what I am. And these guys here are like, hey, look, we can offer like $3,000 a pop. Well, I can't do jack on Pan Am. Alright. I don't even know, man. Did I just start the day? I just started the day. Let's go through one day living this poor man's life, and then tonight we'll figure it out. Tonight we'll do it. Tonight we'll do it. We're gonna get it figured out. We're gonna break all of our contracts. We're gonna piss everybody off, and we're gonna take those big juicy contracts with $3,000 a piece. The dude I was watching, he had $500,000 in the bank. Here I am. I can't even stay solvent for a day. Ugh. I just don't understand the game, man. I just fundamentally don't get it. I just don't get it. It's such an alien concept to me for a developer to sit here and like play the game with no input whatsoever. Like, literally, there's no input that tells you anything about what you're supposed to do. The developer sits down and it's like, wow, I can't service any of these effing planes that show up because I'm already doing contracts, because there literally is no downside. There's no downside to having all these people here signed as your businesses and then working for them. There's no downside to that. It's money that's coming in guaranteed every single day. There's no fluctuation to it. It is literally what every business is built on, is consistency and understood cash flow. But the developers are like, no. If this developer is running his office in the same idea where he just randomly gets money every now and then, and he doesn't have like contracts with Steam or with Epic where like they take a certain percentage of the game for distribution, you know, from his publisher. It's like Mondays it could be 20%, and then Thursday it could be 90%. We don't know. It fluctuates. Like, they would be like, that's stupid. Can you please set something in stone? It's the same way. Like, Like, why do you think somebody wants to sit here and get penalized $8,000 because they can't figure out how to build another ATC tower that allows them to service more airplanes? Like why is that okay? Why even have enough planes to push me over the limit? I don't know. I gotta stop playing these indie games, man. They expect you to balance it, I suppose. And I wouldn't mind doing it. I just, like, don't penalize me for not landing these other planes. Why am I at $20,000? It's got to be these guys. It's got to be these $2,800. Oh, this is the first day with them, isn't it? This is the first day with the guys landing their 2,060. That's why I'm out of friggin' fuel, man. Oh, I get it now. That's why I'm completely out of fuel. Is it these big honkers are landing? Look at that. I think I've already had... No, he's late, but he's coming. There's 24,000 gallons. And then the next guy is coming in as 12. Then another 24,000. Let's see if we can make it to the end of the day. Yeah, 1,200 gallons of fuel there on that guy. These are going to have to be upgraded. How much does that... Let me just turn this off right quick. I think I have enough room. Yep. I'm so sorry I'm in such a bad mood. Just a shitty day. Where's the other one? Let's put them all down here together so that the fumes will overtake the researchers at the same time. There's 120,000 gallons of fuel storage. And now what you want to do is you want to make sure those are all together, right? So when the fire breaks out, the fire can get to all the fuel as quickly as possible, right? Like you want all the fuel to be on fire, ideally, moments after each tank catching on fire, within moments of the other tank. Just so the fire department knows, like, oh, this is a real serious issue. If it's just one of them was on fire up here, the fire department might be like, well, uh-oh. Pump. Cargo. What are you waiting on, bud? You're waiting on the loading of cargo. Advanced cargo facility. You're at 6 of 6. There ain't nothing I can do, brother. Ain't nothing I can do. Except do what I did before and just buy another one of these and another fuel truck, and then just fuel truck in the middle. like cargo facility for that one, cargo facility for that one, cargo facility for that one. I'll be able to do it now that these bigger planes are showing up. I wonder if I should upgrade these tarmac, these runways and stuff. I wonder if the tarmac, they can travel like 15 miles an hour on it. This they travel 5. I wonder. All right. Oh, not to mention, for some reason, winter has come back to where I live with a vengeance, man. Like, winter is here again. It's gonna snow tonight, they say. Believe that? We don't get snow in December. We don't get snow in January. It comes mid-February. Mid-February? Yeah. I was watching the Clarkston Farm. If you've not seen Clarkston Farm, if you don't have Amazon Prime Video, Clarkston Farm, that's pretty funny. It's I like the first season. Really, it was very well done, I thought. The second season, I binge watched it all day today. It's so hilarious, man. So funny. You go at what, 12 o'clock? I'm gonna cut you out. I'll land you over here. I'm just gonna go with the Fjord. I feel like they're the best bang for the buck. I'm gonna do that 24,000 gallons there with them. But the second season, the first season was just about him learning how to be a farmer, right? The second season is about the state that the British farming industry is in, and just like this is going to be a deep cut here, right? This is for all you academics out there. One of the biggest reasons why Sparta couldn't survive is because Sparta was built around the idea of stagnation, right? They did not see the world as dynamic and as changing. So when they built their system of government, it worked perfectly for that time and place and conditions, right? But the world kept evolving, right? In the military today, they say never anticipate a passive opponent. Never anticipate a passive opponent. Hey, bud, I'm sorry I stepped on your tail earlier. I'm sorry I stepped on your tail. It was dark and in the hallway. I couldn't see you. So the world maneuvered around the Spartans, and the Spartan system of government was set up in such a fashion that they just would not change. They had two kings, right? They had a council of 38 elders, and then they had another council of like 15 guys who were elected. 3 branches of government, right? But instead of the checks and balances, they were 3 branches of government. The 2 of them would stop the other one from being progressive, right? So if for whatever reason 2 kings were elected, and even having 2 kings, right? Not just having 1 king. If 2 kings that were elected that were progressive, then the other 2 bodies, one of them, the 38-man elders, they were there for life. And they would just make it their point to say no to everything and just stick in the mud, stick in the mud, stick in the mud, stick in the mud. No, 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 no. We're not doing any of that, right? So they couldn't change. They just couldn't. They couldn't change. And when the world moved on without them, they were just left holding the bag, right? So enter in the British. And nowadays it's not about forced stagnation. Now it's just about political parties, where you have 2 political parties, and the 2 political parties, one doesn't want the other one to do anything positive, because it's going to be more difficult for them to run against them next election cycle if they've done positive things, right? So you don't change anything. Like, nothing ever changes. And Jeremy was talking about how, number one, I can't tell if the man wants Brexit or he didn't want Brexit. Like, it's too wishy-washy. There's a lady who's saying like, when we go to sell our pig, I know this is a deep cut, and I'm sorry. There's a lady who's like, when we go to sell our pigs, EU pigs are coming in 30 cents cheaper than our pigs are, because they're coming from a place where the cost of living isn't as high. So the people there don't get paid as much for doing the same work that they do. And because there's so much infrastructure in Europe, the piggies can be transferred and maneuvered, and the meat's still fresh. Look at that. Look at that guy. Is that because we were out of fuel? That is because we were out of fuel, I bet. We have 1,000 liters. Oh, look at that. They're loading and fueling at the same time. There's some of the things that they won't do that. There's some of the things that they won't do at the same time. Right? So Jeremy was like, well, that sucks, like EU bad. And then he was talking about how they couldn't get any workers onto his farm and because the EU had shut down, like they couldn't get any Poles to come in. I don't know if that's a derogatory statement. If it is, I apologize. Don't cancel me. I've only got 338 subscribers. Don't take them from me, please. All right, let's do some triage here. So, I can't sign Pan Am. I can't do anything with Pan Am, but I do want to invite TWA to come back. I can't invite TWA to come back. I can't do any of that crap. I want to invite Sabena to come back, because Sabena, look at that fuel though. Holy crap. They got some, that's good money there though. It ain't like this right here. 1400, but we're just going to break that contract because we were only doing one with you anyway, 1 out of 8. You, $600? Negative. We're not doing $600 anymore. That's not viable for our business. Yeah. Too bad I can't click on all these and break this contract all at the exact same time. We're not doing $600 anymore. Thank you, but no. Right, so long story short is there's a badger problem where the badgers in the area have tuberculosis, and the badgers, if they get close to a cow, there's a very good chance that the cow has tuberculosis, and if the cow has tuberculosis, it can be spread to the other cows very easily, and then that tuberculosis, that cow has to be slaughtered. And there was a lady who was talking about how she had, how many scheduled flights do we have? So we still have a lot of scheduled flights. Good. We just trimmed the fat. Really, I don't know who in the heck these other flights are that were, because I just looked at the contracts, and literally I just killed so much work, or so many planes. I just canceled them, so I really have no idea. Yeah, I really have no idea who we're servicing here. All those look pretty full. Pretty happy with that. Okay, so all that looks pretty full. Happy with that. That looks pretty full. This one right here does not look as full as it ought to be. So, I probably can start moving some of these around. Hit the yes button to that. I'm going to turn this back on to be on demand. I think up there looks pretty good. Down here, yeah, looks pretty good. So the contract window, we're doing 9 out of 9. Can't do any of those. There's the $600 guys. There's the $600 guys. We're no longer interested in the $600 guys. Can't do any of those, unfortunately. But this person here, that's so much fuel though. But I kind of want to take a stab at it, you know what I mean? I want to take a stab at it. What is this? That contract here is not unlocked. Oh, preview. Well, that sucks. I throw you right there then. Alright, and there's the problem now, is that we can't, because we're only doing 1 out of 8, and the only available, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to, it's 50% happy, I don't know. Don't know. I got $37,000 though. I guess I'm going to hold on to that money for just a little bit while longer. Or maybe I do a fifth one of these. I'm going to need a lot more fuel tomorrow, so these 12,000 fuel is just not going to cut it. Was that 1,600 hours? There's a 16. That's 1,200. Let's do one more. That one starts at that's 20,000 at 7,000. Holy crap! We need to go over to European Petroleum. We gotta cancel all those. We just gotta go over to European Petroleum. Say 745. There's 20,000 gallons. Could have kicked it up a little bit. Look how much money we're saving going with this guy, though. And then let's do one at like 9:30. Doing at 10 o'clock. What's up here? 30,000. Look at that. 30,000 for 11,000. That's so good. Okay, send that away. We got those two. I should have made that one 30,000. Then right here at noon, let's do another one at noon. I'll do it at 1 o'clock for another 30,000. Okay. And then at the very end of the day, we have two 24,000s at the end of the day. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, no, it's right there. So that's going to go away. So at the very end of the day, about an hour before that, let's do 30,000. All right. Okay. Let's just kind of see how that goes. Working that way. And then these, we have two. That's 400. We're doing the Royal Post. Let's do it like right after. Do 400. The one at the afternoon will be done. All right. All right, let's try that. Now that we have a little bit of money, let's do it that way. What time is it? 22. So, back to the Clarkston Farm thing. The problem here is that their government can't react to the problems. They're not nimble enough, right? So the Badgers, apparently, in like the 80s or 90s, were just tearing up the countryside. So people were going out there and they were just murdering them by the bushel. And then, you know, somebody was like, hey, you can't just go out there and murder them things by the bushel. They're part of the ecosystem and they're beautiful. They're part of the country's heritage. Badgers aren't really found anywhere else, or if they are, they're a different species. So, you know, people started caring an awful lot about preserving them, which is a good thing, right? So, man, these things guzzle down the friggin' gas. So then the government came in and was, and of course, there's no correction like overcorrection, right? So the government came in and was like, you better not touch a hair on them things' head. And for a long time, everybody was like, hallelujah. And is this the new? I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this and buy another truck because we're servicing a lot more planes that need food. There we go. That was 20,000. That was 20,000. All right, and the next one will be a 30,000 jaunter. Okay. So the government came in and was like, "Don't you touch a hair on their head, you know, you scoundrels." And the population rebounded, but now they're kind of everywhere, right? And now they're like a huge protected species, right? And the government just the government won't step in and allow these farmers to take care of their livestock and their herds because you know, maybe the government is still in the mindset that they're being rooted out by the bushel, you know, or maybe the general population thinks that there's not that many left because, I mean, that's what happens in these situations. You know, you get people together and you try to get them riled up for a cause, and maybe you do too good of a job, and now nobody wants to see any of these little badgers hurt, and nobody can do anything about it if they do need to get taken care of, because, you know, the public just assumes that there aren't that many left because you did such a great job convincing them that there weren't. We're out of fuel here. How close are we? I think we're close enough to let it ride. All right. What was that one? What was that one? That was prop era service. So now I can get a flight dispatch tower, which lets me hold on to more people, or I can do the cleaning service. But I need the water dispensing service too now. Let me go over here and look. We're getting close to these omnibuses and stuff. Let's grab the fuel truck. With these bigger planes coming in, we're going to need that fuel truck. And probably I'm going to need to buy one more of them. What is this? Propeller Era Amp Service Building. Is that you? Can I go ahead and turn you on? Okay. I kind of feel like I'm buying something here I don't need to be buying. But whatever. I'm just gonna link it to everybody here and see that? 1, 2, 3. It's the same car. You see that? Prop Era Ramp Service Building. Wooden ramp service. It's the same car. I think this one. And nobody's out doing anything right now. Like no one's. Oh, maybe he's moving to the parking lot. Okay, watch this. When he gets to the parking lot, you just watch. Staying in parking. Now we're going to turn it off. See, now we could have upgraded it to the large ramp service hangar. Oh, large ramp service hangar doesn't sound the same as Prop Era, does it? That's weird. Are those two different buildings that have two different functions? Are those two different buildings that have two different functions? A new perspective on aircraft checkup and service routines. Aircraft checkups as a service. Big hangars with extra space for storage and for a workshop. I don't know, man. We got two of them there, so let it ride. Oh yeah, come on now. But anyway, the government just they can't, and the farmers can't do anything about it, and it's heartbreaking. And that woman who I talked to you about the cows, she was supposed to have 160 cows on her farm, but she only has 60. Or supposed to have 120, but she's down to 60. So she can't even make a living, right? Like she can't even make a living because she can't have enough cows on her farm because all her cows get infected with TB. What are you guys waiting for? Boarding and fueling? Why is, oh, fueling is a problem because it takes so long to fuel them. Yeah, fueling is a problem because it takes so long to fuel them. That thank goodness we're researching. Yeah, there's no way I can. Do we have better? We don't. That's as good as she gets right now. As good as she gets right now. Yep, they're all late because they can't get fueled up fast enough. Well, he had to get loaded. I got theirs just now starting his fuel service. Is that what I'm seeing? That's not that long. That's not that bad. Oh, now he has to get loaded with people, though. Sucks that they can't load people and fuel at the same time, but it is what it is. Only have $16,000, so I don't really know if I don't know if I really can buy another fueling station. Probably ought to. I'm kind of hoping that the new fuel trucks we're researching too are going to help. But fuel, man, that's just going to take. That's just going to be something that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. The fuel, that's nothing that's going to go away. You know what I mean? What is this? Hand pump fuel station? Is that what we're still using? Are we still using hand pump fuel stations? Wow, we really are. And is that as good as she gets? The hand pump fuel station? Suppose it is. Alright then. Okay. And then you are in charge of those there. at you. And we see the same thing in the United States. When I went to visit China, we wanted to go from Beijing down to Shanghai and just visit Shanghai. My wife had friends down there. You know, the city is supposed to be like super beautiful, tons of history in Shanghai. Yeah, we should have made that 30,000. Was that our morning one? Our 8 o'clock one? 30,000. I mean, hell. Make it 40,000. Just get me some fuel, you know what I mean? Anybody else can do instant? Wow, everybody Ford can do instant. You can do $20,000 or 20,000 liters right now. Let's do it. Give me 20,000 gallons of fuel right now. But yeah, so we were in Beijing, right? Wanted to go down to Shanghai, and I was like, oh, you know, I guess we'll go get. What are you guys waiting on? I bet it's all fuel, isn't it? It's boarding at this point. Boarding because of fuel, I bet. Yeah, fueling and then boarding. Fueling and then boarding. Because boarding is the last thing they do before they take off, right? So it has to have been a fuel situation that's holding them back. And it's just because it takes so long to fill up these big airplanes. I know. And this guy, -10. Come on now. Why is it taking you guys -10 in 15 minutes? Just there we go. Boom. We had 20. Oh, they're just all late. Where's the hand pump station? It's you, right? You have 6 out of 6. You do not have to do. I don't know. That's a little ridiculous. Yeah, I guess they were the ones that did not have fuel, and they were the ones sitting there waiting patiently. Damn, that's the whole line there, isn't it? Boarding, fueling, boarding, moving out, fueling. Man, we gotta get the new fuel trucks. We need the new fuel trucks pronto. And that fueling station here. Are you the new one? You got 4. I guess we're gonna upgrade you. Here we go. You got 6. Nope, you only got 4. But somehow you're making it work. We'll go ahead and upgrade you and then buy the last couple of trucks for you then. Yep, you're doing fine. Yeah, hey buddy, welcome back. I know you want me to go to sleep. But so we were in China and we walked up and I was like, yeah, we'll just fly down to Shanghai. It won't be a big deal. And my wife was like, we'll just take the train. And I was like, the train? Like, are you out of your noggin? The train? We're not going to take the train. We're going to fly down there. He's like, why? I was like, what do you mean why? Like the train. What do you mean why? Like it's gonna take forever for the train. For us to go down there on the train. He's like, no, it won't. That the train is almost as fast as flying, because the train you check in and the train leaves faster than the airplane does, and it's cheaper. And I was like, how much cheaper? She's like, tons cheaper. We buy 2 regular seats on this train going from Beijing to Shanghai. It's $27 a piece. It's $27 a piece. We get really nice, comfy chairs, tons of room around us, places to stow our luggage, like our suitcase. There's a little gallery or galley At the back of each train that has a little vending machine with ramen noodles. It has a hot water maker and like coffee and tea, and then a little bathroom in there. And literally for just 27 bucks, I went from Beijing all the way down to Shanghai. 5 hours. Took 5 hours. The ride was smooth. The air conditioner was on the entire time. There wasn't anybody yelling or screaming or kids running around. It was nice and quiet. There was no advertisements. There was no television. Like literally, you just sat there, looked out the window. If you were hungry, you went and you snagged yourself a little ramen noodle. You ate your ramen noodle. You had your tea if you wanted it. So we're getting a better idea about how this goes. Around 1600, probably 50. Let's say 1530. Around 1530. I'm gonna want. Let's do 40,000 gallons. And let's desperately claw our way into actually having fuel on hand. Is it fuel? Is it boarding? It's boarding. Okay. All right. You need to land? Come on down. I know we don't have enough fuel. I know. Where is this? 4,000. Here, this. That was our last fuel of the day. Under an hour before we're done, so I think we're okay. He just needs boarding. There's the 16 people getting on. And he's out. What do you need? He's fueling, yep. It's a fuel situation. That's all it boils down to. We just need the better trucks, the better fuel trucks. Alright, we're closed for the night. $3,000 in the bank. Look at that. You just cannot get full. Look how long it takes. Look how long it takes. And then what is it? 16 people, I bet? 14 people. So mad. I'd be so mad. Alright. Alright, we need one more good day. We need one more good day of $20,000. We're at 38 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop. I got to make another one tonight, so I'm just going to go right on into the next one. I think maybe I already have 2 videos of this done. I think I already have 2 videos. Anyway, my final thoughts. Clarkston Farm, really good. And I love how he is highlighting the inefficiency surrounding fixing problems. And that's in every government. Why did I bring up the Chinese choo-choo train story? Because America, we should have had a light rail system in the early 2000s, 2010. There should be a light rail system in America that's insanely robust, it's insanely cheap, and it's efficient. In China, like I was having a debate with my wife, and I was telling her, I was like, that's why nothing gets fixed in the United States, or probably in Great Britain too. It's just because no political side can get anything done because the other political side doesn't want them to. Not because they don't care. It will be very difficult for them to get reelected if someone hits a home run. That's all there is to it. You know, if you got Bob and Tim, and Bob hits home run after home run after home run, no one's going to vote for Tim because Bob's getting the job done. But Bob needs Tim's help because this country, I don't even know how it happens that we're 50-50. it boggles my mind how every election everywhere is just 50-50. I don't understand the statistics. But in China, my wife was like, when the party says we're going to build a light rail system, they argue about what city is going to get it, how many cars it's going to have, what color paint it's going to be. Like, you're getting a light rail system. It's going to happen. Like, the party is going to put in a light rail system, you know, and maybe they don't even get to debate about what city it goes to first. Maybe they just get to debate about how big it's going to be and the color of the paint. But she was like, that's what the people that you elect, like when you vote, like you vote for Bob and Tim. Bob and Tim are both part of the party. You're getting a light rail system. Bob just thinks it should be blue, and Tim thinks it should be red, and you get to vote on what color it is, right? Now, some people are like, oh my goodness, you see how little freedom they have? But at the end of the day, they're getting a light rail system, and their lives are improving, right? Like in some other countries, the quality of life is improving so fast just because their system of government rewards politicians for helping people. But in America, if you try to help somebody, you're just going to get drugged down into the mud. That's all there is to it. And it looks like because of Clarkson Season 2, that's how it goes in Great Britain as well. That you just can't get anything done and you can't move forward because, you know, for whatever reason. Anyway, sorry that was such a salty mood. Things were looking up for us. We really needed 1936, and we really needed the bigger planes with the more monies. Super happy to see that. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And if you have a moment, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.